and Los Angeles. Coming up tonight out west, Washington and Kansas, BYU and USC from the Galen Center in LA.
No answer on that slide for Nebraska, even though they had 2 blockers committed to stopping the play. Good view of a typical 3-person serve receive. Ooh.
Tough serve from Oliveira, and Robinson sliding into the front row, the expensive seats there.
And she comes back wincing and limping a little. The fans actually moved their feet and exposed the chairs, the metal of the lower part of those chairs.
Rolfson down the line, point Huskers.
So you have a 5'8" setter who's a better blocker, but it's still 5'8".
Yeah. Usually loses to 6'3".
Katie Rolfson unloads down the line. That is a bad blocking matchup for USD, for the Toreros.
Katie, an all Big Ten first teamer, had a big performance in the second round win against Oregon. John Cook said there was probably more pressure in that second round game because we knew if we won it, we would be able to stay home for the regional. And he felt like his team would come out much more relaxed tonight, and that certainly has been the case thus far.
They sure look like it. What a
Ferrari
nice,
able to tip it off the block and to it for the kill.
Yeah, what a nice move by her. She took an approach that indicated she would hit way inside the sideline, and then she stepped out and it faked out the freshman Rolfson, opened up some space.
First 2 rounds for Chloe, she hit 624. She's got a couple of kills, hitting 400 here in the opening set. Going to Robinson out of the back, right down the pipe.
And that'll be effective in San Diego's blocking scheme because they keep their wing blockers really wide. That sets right in the middle of the court. It's a one-on-one hitting opportunity, and Kelsey Robinson hits that well out of the back row. We call that a pipe because it's coming down the pipe, or a bick.
Another block. That time it was Amber Rolfson sending it back. This is her sister Katie trying to go over the top of the block. Setting up Lozich. Point San Diego.
But that's not where San Diego wants to win this game. Setting out to the left side. We saw an almost stuff, even in a one-on-one swing earlier in that rally.
Lozich back to serve. Paul Miller looking for Rolfson. Hollins right at Robinson. Back set to the other Rolfson. Tried to cut it. Missed it wide, and a player injured on the San Diego side. Taylor Hollins, the outside hitter out of Long Beach.
Hard to tell what happened on that play, but boy, did it get quiet in here.
Yeah, there was a commotion at the net as both sides sent players up. And it appeared that Hollins may have landed funny. She will get helped off to the Torero bench, and let's see, I'm not even sure if they will stop. They may continue all the way back.
And getting a standing ovation from this crowd. Classy.
She's number 11.
Right side. Oh, yep, she.
Yep, landed on Rolfson's foot.
And that's the most common way to get injured. You can land on that center line with your foot. Rolfson did so. She landed legally because some part of her shoe was in contact with the line. But of course, some part of her shoe was on the other side of the court, and that's the part that Hollins landed on.
And that's a player, Coach, that you've talked about.
And she even has those ankle bracelets on, so that's good because that helps reduce the severity of ankle sprains like that. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
She was a player that may have been getting a lot of swings tonight because Nebraska was going to be so focused on stopping Ferrari in the middles with that right side attack.
Exactly, and now they bring in somebody in Alexa Banker who just hasn't been playing a lot of volleyball out there, so expect Nebraska to focus even more away from that left side.
Unlacing the brace as well on that right ankle. Service error, and the Huskers are 2 points away from the opening set.
I think San Diego's feeling some pressure here. Nebraska is hitting at such a high level, 400 for the match so far, that they feel like they've got to serve tougher, and it's going to lead to more aces. And that's a strategic serve to try to slow Ferrari down, and they do exactly that. Well executed.
Robinson tried to send it cross court.
She knows San Diego leaves that spot of the court open, but she's been unable to hit it to that open area. Twice now, her only 2 hitting errors are on that cut shot.
Ferrari serving. Juan Laurentiis with the pass to Paul Miller. Rolfson looking to get down the line. Missed it. Point San Diego. And now the Huskers will call the timeout.
Huskers just coming down to earth. They were hot at the start of that match, and you would expect some younger players to make some errors. Maybe not so much Robinson on those 2 cut shots, but this is where he wants to call timeout, regroup the younger ones. Meanwhile, we see the ankle taping there, and who knows, maybe Hollins can work her way back in.
Looks like they're going to add some more pre-wrap and tape to that right ankle after she landed on one of the Husker players under the net. And Hollins hoping that she might be able to return. The Huskers, well, they won here at home against Fairfield, and then Oregon, the team that had knocked them out of the tournament last year. And they did not drop a set last weekend. And for San Diego, they too were at home and got a couple of 3-0 sweeps over UCSB and then Arizona. To add to the Toreros winning streak, they have won 17 in a row. Their last loss back on September 20th against St. Mary's. It is the 2nd longest winning streak in school history.
And that one was even close, 15-11 in the 5th and final set. Both these teams, though, feel they've played really strong schedules. Of course, if you're in the Big Ten, you can't help but play a strong schedule. Nebraska playing its 17th top 25 ranked team. You can't get any more battle tested than that. Over half their matches against top 25 teams. And
San Diego, meanwhile, has twice played against an opponent that was ranked #1 at the time. They lost a nail-biter to Texas, and they won against USC.
They had the swing even to win against Texas.
And they are making the comeback here and putting some heat on the Huskers. West Coast Conference Player of the Year, Chloe Ferrari, serves it at Robinson. Kelsey comes back for a swing, and it's set point. Banker, the reserve, coming on to get a good swing.
And Banker, at 6'3", changes the equation a little out there. Nebraska can leave her one-on-one, but she's probably going to win that offensive battle.
Paul Miller looking for Robinson to close out the set, and she does. 8 kills in the opener for Kelsey Robinson. And a 25-20 Husker win in the opening set.